Hello, everyone. I am your host, Sharon from Divine Numbers and Theories. I think you're going to love what we're all about. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? A place where thinking outside the box is the new common sense. And I do want to state for the record, before I get into this big calm here, these are my own personal opinions and it's for entertainment purposes only. I must state that for the record. I ask you to use your own discernment, but let's talk about the news that was just spoken of for all you truthers out there. Hold on one second. Hold on. There was a letter that went out to people as well as emails, and it was in the local news. And here's the tagline, the headline. It said, Rocky Mountain Power issues public safety power shutoff. Watch for central and southern Utah. Okay, so what does this say to me? Some of you may know that I actually code just like our military. I don't want to trigger anyone, but gematria can be used for military comms. It can be used as a spiritual modality. Matter of fact, we're being told that the spiritual community all over the world will be learning this, and I'm excited to share this with you all. Okay, so I've actually also, for the record, I have proven to people out here being out and about. I always thank the gentlemen and the women that have their veteran hats on and so forth. And one day I asked a gentleman and, thanked him for his service. And I said, hey, is gematria real? And he took a step back and he's like, 100%. And the best way that I can explain this to you guys is we know that the Illuminati, they have their signs and symbolism. Well, the good guys do too. And this is how they communicate. They communicate through numbers. Many of you may know that gematria is a Jewish script, aka numerology, and many people are using it as their own personal tarot because once you end up learning, it's like, oh my gosh, no one knows this about me. That's how it starts. But so I'm just going to get right to the chase. So I coded it. And this is what came up. I'm just the messenger. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. It says Rocky Mountain Power issues public safety power shutoff. Watch for central and southern Utah equals 1015. Here are some other codes. It says, but as someone said earlier, we are winning. No, we have already won. Already, that is what you need to know right now, equals 1015. The zodiacs are just planetary magnetic and gravitational seasons, equals 1015. Are we in a simulation? Yes, but we do have immortal souls and only consciousness is real, as Tesla said, equals 1015. We are many, there are few. It's time to take the power from sadistic Satanists that run this planet, equals 1015. Judgment Day is reserved for the Nephilim and the synagogue of Satan, not the sons and daughters of Adam and Eve, equals 1015. It's not assuming when billionaires pay to have the internet scrubbed of all their ties to Epstein, equals 1015. No, we didn't care how the earthquake hit or caused anything because now we understand this humans, equals 1015. I like the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. It works for the people, not a corporate government. QA equals 1015. Stop paying taxes to our illegal illegal Judeo-British corporate government. They can't put us all in jail, equals 1015, excuse me. All Satanists have lost their rights to exist in this universe. All praise, glory to Yahweh, equals 1015. The mark is the you don't take it, they will kill you and say you died from the novel coronavirus, equals 1015. And the one that I love the best is the kindness of love, 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 equals 1015. People, I want to remind you, it had to be this way. I love that so many of you preppers, all these labels they give people, another program within a program. I'm glad that you're ready. And also, here's another thing I want people to think about is we had the No Kings protest around the country. And yes, there were some deaths here in Utah. But don't you find it interesting that a lot of the people that don't expand their mind to think outside the box because they were programmed to hate one man so much that they missed everything? And I just think of a military move and just how genius this is. It's just like this big board chess, universal chess game. You know what I mean? I just think it's brilliant. So you get the National Guards in, you get the military in across the country, in the major cities, without the people really recognizing it. But the people that do know what's going on, they're like, yeah, let's do this. And I love that. But here's another thing I want you to think about is Whole Foods. They got hacked recently, and I know if any of this resonates with any of you, please comment. I want to hear what you have to say because this stuff intrigues me. But Whole Foods, they recently had a big cyber attack and so forth, and a lot of the Whole Foods grocery stores out here, there's not a lot of food out there, and it's been a few weeks now. Now, a truther and a prepper would probably say, oh, that's a smart move. They're probably going to be stockpiling some food so that whenever the Rocky Mountain power issue happens, entertainment purposes only, we'll be able to supply people so they don't go into panic mode. So this is how my brain works and so forth. But one thing that we were told is that, and I don't want to trigger anyone, so just saying, but gematria is used for Q posts. And I encourage people to learn it. A lot of people have mentioned to me they've tried to learn it. It's just too confusing. And so I'm going to be teaching some Zooms here pretty soon. So comment below. You can also find me on Facebook. My name is Sharon Kuslaka, Kuslaka. And my profile picture, I'm sitting on the bench with Abraham Lincoln and my superhero friends. But I'm going to be starting those very, very soon to go over the rules and so forth. And then you can just start coding. You can do your entertainment. You can do the news. You can do anything. The ones that I love and the spiritual community loves is when you actually hear something, you pop it in and you're like, oh my goodness gracious, it's so exciting. Also, I'm going to have some amazing guests that traveled alongside of President Trump at all the rallies and telling stories of what was happening behind the scenes in central casting. I encourage people to look up that term, central casting, as well. Matter of fact, that's going to be my mental note to post that right here. But also, I wanted to let you know, please like and subscribe. I could really use those because I started this channel a little bit ago, and every time I tried to post something, I was denied. And it kind of reminds me when I was over on TikTok and I wasn't even on there very long, and one of my posts got 1 million posts and it was like, shut me down. So clearly I must have some good content. So please like, subscribe. And again, this isn't to pump fear or anything. It's better to be a prepper and to know what's going on because how I like to say it is knowing is, you just need to know. Okay, knowledge is power. Okay, guys, have a good one.